Hello everyone, I'm Charlize Hyman. First, let my audience introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Darlise.
Hi, I'm Gerald.
Hey, I'm Raymond.
Hello, I'm Evelyn.
Have you ever thought about what life would be like having to go to school year-round? It's not what you think. Today, I'm here to discuss with you why we should adopt year-round education program in our school district. First, I need to explain that this is different from extending the school year. It's important to understand that most students in year-round schools attend school the same number of days, usually 180, as students in traditional 10-month schools. As you know, most schools in America operate on a traditional 10-month system. This was established when the United States was still a largely agrarian nation. Children were often needed to work in the fields during the summer. Obviously, times have changed today. Many people advocate doing away with this antiquated system and moving to year-round education. Now, what exactly does this phrase mean? Generally, it means that schools will continue to operate on a 180-day system, yet they will spread these days out differently with shorter breaks between each term. The most popular example of year-round education is the 45-15-day plan. This has students attending school 45 days and then getting 3 weeks, 15 days off. The normal breaks, your holiday, winter, and spring break, are still built into this calendar. There are many other ways to organize the calendar, including a 60-20 model, where students attend school 60 days with 20 days off, and the 90-30-day model. Another way of implementation is called the track. Single-track year-round education involves an entire school using the same calendar and getting the same holidays off. Or the multi-track year-round education, which has groups of students attending school at a different time with different vacations. Now, for more than 20 years, the educational and economic benefits of year-round schooling have been debated in the United States. Experts agree that year-round schooling may not be the answer to the problems of all school districts. However, in more than 205 districts nationwide, problems have been resolved by year-round schooling. Now, there have been many benefits to year-round schooling. One positive aspect of this type of schooling is that it will permit improvement of the quality of education and also enhance the achievement of students. It will also drastically reduce the amount of memory and learning loss during vacation period. After a short break, the children are refreshed and ready to start again without having to review what has been lost over the summer. At traditional schools, teachers spend weeks reviewing materials already taught to bring children up to pre-summer levels. Kids on a year-round calendar learn faster, better, and retain more. Traditional schooling has many downfalls when placed against year-round schooling. When on a traditional schedule, teachers are rushed to complete the set of curriculum, which cuts into the time to help the students fully learn the material if they are having trouble. Also, by the end of the school year, majority of the students do not have any motivation left to do their schoolwork due to the length of the school year and the nice weather. Another huge downfall to traditional schooling is the 3-month gap of no structured education provided. During the vacation period, students have memory and learning loss because there isn't any reinforced learning and students forget a lot of the information. Now, this causes a problem at the beginning of the school year because teachers have to spend majority of the first week of school reviewing old information, which takes time away from learning the materials for that year. Year-round education eliminates the memory loss period and allows teachers to work one-on-one with the students more often. In turn, students will feel more prepared to continue their education through higher learning. Now, 10 years ago, according to Education Department statistics, about 1.5 million public school children went to class on a balanced schedule, year-round education. By 2012, education groups estimate more than 5 million students, about 10% of all children enrolled in American public schools, could be going to school year-round. Next, you will see video clips from a few people as to why year-round schooling is a good idea.
There are two reasons why students should have classes year-round. One, they can remember their lessons, and two, they get multiple vacations throughout the year.
Another reason why students should have school year-round is so they can get short breaks and they won't fall behind.
What do you think about year-round school?
I think it's a pretty good idea that could use some fine-tuning.
Noah, what do you think about year-round school?
I think year-round schooling would benefit both teachers and students. The idea of having 6 to 8 weeks in school and then 2 to 3 weeks off would give people a chance to rest and relax and rejuvenate, and then you could still have your time off and still have learning, and you wouldn't forget as much as you would over the summer.
Well, as you can see, year-round schooling is beneficial and has been accepted both by students and staff. Please consider adopting this great program of year-round education for our school district. Just as with implementing any new program, schools should invite staff, parents, and community members to participate in the discussion and planning of implementing a year-round schooling program. This is where your help is needed. In conclusion, education is a very important part of the American society, and we always want the best and most efficient way to do things. Year-round education is beneficial to all groups involved and will improve our children's education. Year-round schooling is the best possible way to educate our children today. Thank you. Now, does anyone have any questions or comments?
Yes, I have a question. Will year-round schools improve achievements?
With much of data regarding the effects of year-round education on school achievement, it is reasonable to conclude that year-round education, at least at the upper elementary school level, has a positive effect on student achievement. A Duke University study even suggested kids attending year-round schools are at a slight advantage because they don't forget what they learned during the long summer break. The longer students are away from material, the more forgetting occurs. Any more questions or comments?
I just have one comment. As a retired teacher in the school system, I think this is a great idea.
I agree.
Yes, I agree.
Any more questions or comments?
No?
Well, since there are no more questions or comments, I would like to thank you for your time. Thank you.